Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook.
All right, thanks a lot, Ken, and thank you for tuning into the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Give us a call tonight, 412-575-2600 on the Bordas and Bordas hotline, and it should be a good one. I'm back here on a Friday night with one of my favorite co-hosts, the dynamic duo on Friday nights. Paul, I'm glad to be back here with you because I know you got some good takes tonight.
Absolutely, and I'm glad to have you back, too, because, you know, our friend Amanda said that you abandoned me, that you were you were just so embarrassed to be with me that you abandoned me on Friday nights. I said, I swear he's coming back. So I'm happy to be back with you.
And back. You and I are back on Friday nights, and I'm excited. We're taking your phone calls. We can talk about Pitt if you want. We're going to talk about the Steelers for sure. The Penguins, they can't seem to win in regulation, but good thing there's overtime. They want to get tonight in overtime. Maybe they'll get some things worked out. But, you know, the big news today, Paul, I want to start with Vance McDonald. Spent 4 seasons with the Steelers. Hasn't done much. He had a good year in 2018. And basically, he's helping the Steelers save some money here, $5 million. He's helping them save. They desperately need help with the cap because it's coming down. And, they got no wiggle room right now. But a guy like Vance McDonald, he's been hurt more than he's helped, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, he had a really big year in 2018, and obviously that play that we see on the screen right now is what he will be remembered for. But the last 2 years, he's been has just been a non-factor in so many ways. He's been hurt more than he's been healthy, and even when he's played, I don't know that he's been all that productive. The big thing, like you said, they're saving $5 million here. Every dollar is going to count for them in this offseason to try and get the salary cap, to a point where they might be able to, sign enough guys to have a team that can, again, take another run next year if Ben Roethlisberger chooses to come back.
What do you think? A lot of people are speculating because Vance McDonald retired that Ben might retire. I mean, you've been in that locker room. I mean, unfortunately, I wasn't in that locker room this year. No one was, but I mean, I was in it every day basically last year in the last how many years? And Vance McDonald's locker is right next to Ben Roethlisberger. It's no secret. They're best friends. They hang out together. They do stuff together. Do you think this is any kind of sign at all that, Ben is thinking about retirement, thinking about it seriously?
No, I think that this is the thing. If, say Marquise Pouncey in a week or two decides he's going to retire, right? That's another guy of Ben's little group there that's out of the locker room. And then, if they hire somebody like Matt Canada or even a Hugh Jackson, who's a, big proponent of the running game, those are the type of things that Ben Roethlisberger might look at the situation and say, okay, Pouncey's gone, McDonald's gone. We've got, an offensive coordinator who wants to run the ball. I don't know if I want to come back. So I don't know that, this is a sign that he might not come back, but I do think it could be, one of the things that helps him make his decision.
Which camp are you in? Do you think he should come back, or do you think they should just go with the young guys and save a little bit more money?
No, I've said, I think that he should retire, hang it up. I think for the best, the Steelers to really move forward, they need to find out what they have in Mason Rudolph. And, you save the, $19 million under the cap. If you take $19 million there, 5 for McDonald, that's 24. What would they save, like 7 or 8 from Pouncey? I mean, you're talking about $30 million you cut off your cap. Now you might be able to, to do some things to try and get ready to make another run in a year or two. So I think it's time, but who knows?
Yeah, you could get a running back. I mean, I don't know if you draft a quarterback this year. They would draft too low in the draft, because of the way they finished. But, if they don't have a good year next year and you go with a Rudolph, Haskins, whoever else your third quarterback is, then you potentially will have a high draft pick and be able to draft that quarterback of the future. I'm with you on that one. I think Ben should retire. They should save that money, or they need to do something. They need to do something by what? March 17th, because he's due a $15 million bonus. So we're going to see something here in the next month.
Well, they better do it with, quicker than that, Rich. I mean, because basically their entire offseason planning for next season is centered around what happens with Ben, isn't it? So, I mean, if he waits a month, and then he decides, that's probably, if I'm the Steelers, I'm sorry, I put a timeline on them. I say you've got till, the second week of February, and we got to know. By then, if you don't know, then I don't know what to tell you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think if you're the Steelers, because it's such a crucial piece of what you're doing next year in the draft, who you might go out and sign. If you know, okay, he's not coming back and you got $19 million, you look at, well, maybe we can go out and sign a left tackle, or somebody, because this player that they need. So to me, it just seems to be like, I get it. You want time to make your decision, but they've been done now for what, 2 weeks?
Yeah. And Paul,
the second week of February.
I think more importantly, you need to know who to hire for your offensive coordinator. You're not going to bring a guy in here, maybe an innovative guy that's going to change the offense for Ben for 1 year. I mean, if you're stuck with Ben, you're stuck with the same offense for another year.
Well, I mean, and here's my thing with that. If they were going to do that, they should have just kept Randy Fichtner around. I mean, why fire him? Give him a 1 year deal and say, hey, you and Ben can go out together. But to me, I think the Steelers have made a pretty clear philosophical change in that they've made it very clear that next year's offense is going to change. That they're going to, look at the guys they're talking to. They're all run the ball offensive coordinator guys. I mean, that's what they're looking to do. So I think what they're going to do is say, listen, Ben, this is where we're going and this is how we're going to go. If you want to come back, that's great, but you're not going to be chucking it around 45, 50 times a game anymore.
Yeah. All right, well, we got to take a break. We're taking your phone calls coming up next. We got the phone lines are packed right now, but keep trying. 412-575-2600 is the number. Back in a couple minutes.